Ladies and gents, thank you for joining me for another reaction. Equilibrium is apparently a very famous folk metal band coming from Germany, and although I haven't listened to much folk metal, I know some bands like Elevate, Arcona, Tyr from Iceland, but I haven't listened to folk metal that much, so I'm not into the genre that much. But there are some songs which were really good, so I want to check out Equilibrium, which seems to be apparently one of the most famous German bands out there, and their second full-length album, Sagas, released in 2008, is apparently one of the best folk metal albums that has ever been released. Track number 3, Blut im Auge, I think that's in German, seems to be the track which is often praised by most fans, if not all fans, so I want to check that one. Let me know if I did the right choice. If not, let me know which other songs I should check and which other albums I should check by Equilibrium. It seems the last album or two by Equilibrium are not highly rated. I'm not sure why, if they changed their direction or sound, but Sagas is one of their most highly rated albums. As for the band lineup, there's Helge Stang on vocals, René Berthiaume on guitars and keyboards, Andreas Volkel on guitars, Sandra Volkel on bass, and Manu Di Camillo or Camilo on drums. Okay, let's not delay, let's jump into Blut im Auge and let's check out Equilibrium. Let's see if I like it. And again, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel to grow. And I appreciate you took the time to join me on this reaction. Alright. Let's start. So Blut im Auge, what does it mean? Let's see. Blood in the eye. Okay, in German. Let's do it. Starting like epic stuff. What's that, flute? It's like listen to a fairy tale or like Lord of the Rings or some fantasy stuff, which I really like. That's folk metal, alright. I think is singing in German. I don't understand shit, and that's a type of growling which I don't like. That mid or high range growling, I really don't. I like the deep one, the Gothenburg or melodic death metal one. But the music is great. The riffing is fast. Yeah, it's folk metal. It reminds me of some bands I've heard. Not sure which ones now. But yeah, it's energetic. I like the beginning. I like the folkish sound to it, those instruments which are used. Really, like, I can imagine dancing around a, a fire. So yeah, it's cool. Let's continue. This is nice. Double kick, double pedal. Little bit power metal feel here. Blut im Auge, I understood that. Woo. I see he moved to a more deep growl. I prefer this kind of growling. It's not still my favorite type, but it sounds better to me than the sorry, the higher one. I like that. Ooh. It's cool. Woohoo! It's kind of a blast beat. Kind of a blast beat or a little bit slower, but that pause and that folkish tune playing, and then it kicked in with that growl. That was brutal. Let's go back to that. This is nice. Love the double bass drum. Gives it this. It's like an attack. Okay. This was energetic, man. This gets your blood pumping. Um, I would say, I would say, if it wasn't for the vocals, I would say I love this track. I would say I really love it, and it would definitely be playlist. Now I don't like the vocals; they annoy me. I don't like growling, but sometimes they're good, and I like deep growling, and sometimes I can even enjoy them. But here it's too much, just too much noise for me. I love noise. I love metal. I love fast, heavy, but not these vocals. That's my only problem. Although that pause and that long growl, scream, whatever, was really nice. But like in general, the vocals, they just ruined that great music for me. But I know this is folk metal, so still I would say it's playlist because it's fun. I can imagine like blasting this, driving, wind in your face, enjoying your time. Yeah, it's a good addition to the metal playlist. I'll add it now to the playlist. But the vocals annoy me, and I'm afraid that's one of the reasons I wouldn't be listening to it that much. Otherwise, if it had some vocals to my liking, at least, I would be listening to it a lot. Seems like it's a really energetic, blood pumping album, Sagas. I guess Sagas means saga, I guess. They play Viking folk metal, so I guess they're telling a saga of some Vikings. I'm not sure what the album talks about exactly, if it's about a specific character or some story within the Viking mythology. Let me know in the comments below. And I guess it's a concept album from what I can understand. I don't even know what this song was about. I didn't check the lyrics. Maybe I'll check them after because they would be in German. I have to translate them. But yeah, it's an interesting song, interesting band. Definitely let me know which other songs I should check from Sagas or from what I read. The third album, Recreator, was also in the same vein, in the same style as Sagas, but not that good, I guess, but still pretty good. And their debut seemed to be highly rated as well. Turis Fratir, whatever that means. So let me know. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. It was a nice discovery. Again, we're on a mission here to discover the best music out there and to play and perform the best music out there and to appreciate, evaluate, re listen, analyze the best music out there. So I'm glad you're with me on that journey. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you